guys, good morning. It's Thursday morning, July 19th, and we're going to see our midwife for the first time. Our new doc, new midwife. This is my little outfit. I'm just wearing shorts and a tank top. Give them a little bump in toe. And I like to wear stuff that's easy to pull up so that they can see my belly to do the heartbeat. I wore a dress the last time. And I just had to like hike it up, and I was wearing just a thong, so you know, we're gonna go with this, but I'm so excited. Let's go see the midwife. What do you think, Toby? Are you excited? We're gonna go see your baby brother or your baby sister. Well, I don't know if we're gonna see them, but maybe. Okay, let's go. So I'm just waiting for Tim. I'm in the parking lot of the place. He went golfing this morning, which he actually does often, where he wakes up like at the butt crack of dawn at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he goes golfing. And I'm like, honey, what? That's insane. But he loves it. I did not eat breakfast because I honestly didn't have enough time. I wanted to get my morning routine done and my meditation and my kundalini, and then I wanted to get my quick like 10-minute toning move workout like I do first thing in the morning, just to get my blood pumping, and then I wanted to put a little bit of makeup on and like get dressed and look nice. And so I woke up at 6:30 and did all of that by 7:10. So I don't have enough time to eat, so I have this smushed strawberry nutrient bar in my bag, and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna hope that they don't need pee or blood today, and I don't think they do because this is like a bonus appointment. So we weren't supposed to have this appointment, but because we switched doctors at after our 16-week appointment, we have to see this new doctor before they can order our 20-week appointment ultrasound and appointment. So we have to come in and see her first. So this is like a bonus appointment. We weren't supposed to have an 18-week appointment. So I don't think that they should be doing any of that stuff today. I think we're just going to like see her, talk to her about, I don't know, get to know her. I'm excited. I'll update you guys, of course. I slept so stinking well last night. I was totally pooped after yesterday. Yesterday was the day I felt the baby move for the first time. If you haven't seen that vlog, I'll link it below. It was so exciting. And then last night, I got such a big kick. It was like a boom kick. I thought it was Tim could have felt it. And I was like, if Tim was here and had his hand on my belly, I am sure he could have felt that. I think he could have. Where is he? I want to go in. Our appointment's in 8 minutes. I'm just like kind of impatient because I've been really excited about this appointment. What did I just say? I've been really excited about this appointment all week long. Every day I wake up and I'm like, Tim, I don't want to wish time away, but I wish it was Thursday. I'm so excited for Thursday. I just want to meet the new doctor. You know when you just feel like a little angsty about it, like it's still just up in the air a little bit. Like we left our doctor. We don't really like have a doctor right now. We do, but I just want to meet her and want to know if this is our practice and this is good or if it's not. But I think it is. I mean, I'm so convinced it is. Also, is this not the cutest freaking bottle of all time? It's a white marble water bottle. I got it at Target for $9. It was a total impulse buy, like by the checkout. And I'm really happy that I got it because it's so stinking cute. And I've been drinking so much more water because it's really cute. And I want to carry it everywhere. And it's really lightweight. Like without water in it, it's not super heavy. And we have water bottles, but most of them aren't very cute. I have a couple Swell bottles, but some of those are like peeling on the outside. So I was like, I need to get a new one. And this one's 20 ounces, I think, instead of 16. Or a little more than 20. And so, yeah. When you're pregnant, you need to drink a lot of water. This is true. Oh, my blush is glowing. I'm not wearing highlight. I'm just wearing like a cream L'Oreal, the L'Oreal Visible Lift blushes. Cream blushes. Love them. I also brought Sour Patch Kids. That's the only emergency food I have in my house right now. I don't have any bars. I don't have anything quick to grab. I have Sour Patch Kids. I'm so excited. Okay. Hopefully Tim gets here soon. I am going to end up having to pee. So I should stop drinking the water. Okay. Bye. Hi, you guys. So I'm sitting in the parking lot at Starbucks. I'm so hungry because I'd only eaten that little bit of breakfast. I could literally scream and cry and just, for days. It was so night and day in this appointment. It felt like what, like a pregnancy and prenatal appointment is supposed to be like. I was trying not to get emotional in there because I just loved her, loved the nurse, loved the midwife. I mean, it was She spent an hour and 20 minutes with us explaining everything, and took so much time with us and was just so kind and like gentle and just so nice and just didn't feel rushed, and she felt like she cared about us and about our baby, and it just felt so different. It felt so different. I couldn't even explain like how different it felt, because it really is such an extreme black and white night and day. And she even like put me down on the table at the end, and we got to hear the heartbeat, which was amazing. And she was like, listen to how strong your baby's heartbeat is. Like, that is so cool. I think I'm emotional because I just like, I'm so glad that we switched, and then I didn't just try to tough it out because I felt bad like leaving the other place, you know. And like, she answered all our questions. She sat there for so long with us and just said that we're available to you 24 hours a day. You can message them through like this online portal. I can message her directly, or any of the midwives. They have a hotline that you can call anytime. And they'll connect you to a midwife. She just spent so much time. I can't believe just how much time that she gave us. And she walked us through everything, like even everything like as basic as like medications that you can take, some vitamins that she wants me to add in. And I just felt so taken care of. Me and the baby and Tim. And I'm really pregnant, and that's why I'm crying. But it was just so good. It was so good. And she just listened to everything that we said and never made us feel stupid. And I asked my question about deli meat and bologna because I've been really wanting to eat bologna sandwiches, but I felt like if I cooked it and then put it to cool, because I only like cold bologna sandwiches, that like it would get listeria again. And she said no, that she said you can absolutely stay away from it if you don't want to eat it, but if you cook all your bologna, or you cook your bologna and you put it in the fridge for an hour to cool down, you can eat it, and it's just fine. And I just, like, I never felt stupid. I felt so taken care of, and she even had, because I felt the baby move for the first time yesterday, and I wanted to show her where it was, because I said, is it possible that I felt a kick so strong that I swear Tim would have been able to feel it? And she said, absolutely. And she said, because I have a really strong core too, and the baby's more at the front of my uterus, which my doctor had never even like pushed on my uterus to show me where it was. She'd never like had Tim look at it. And she brought Tim up and like showed Tim how to feel where my uterus is, and like had him feel the edges of my uterus where the baby was, showed us right where the baby was, did the heartbeat, like had Tim like push around, and just like, Tim just like hasn't had any of that experience. And I can push on my belly and all I want, but I don't know everything, and I don't know like that much actually about all of this. And so I just left feeling like I know what I'm doing, and she made me feel like really confident in being pregnant, and that I'm like doing an okay job, which I didn't know was that important to me. But I think I've felt like I wasn't doing a good job at this, or like I was failing. I felt like it was, just so much judgment in my last appointments, and I just didn't feel like safe or comfortable like being open and being honest, and it just was like just the best experience. And we even I said like she wanted to go over the 20-week ultrasound, and I said I wanted to ask about it because like I leave next Friday to go on vacation with my family, and Tim comes a few days after, and it's like my whole family, and they're all from the East Coast, which we'd already talked about, because she actually cared enough to like ask about my family and about like where I'm from and those kinds of things that my other doctor doesn't even know. My other doctor, she's not my doctor anymore, previous doctor, didn't know any of that, didn't ask about any of that, didn't care about any of that. And they had so many of my medical records wrong that I had to edit there, because they were like, we feel like this might not be right, and it wasn't. So I'm glad that they caught it. And anyway, so I said, I leave next Friday, so I'll be like 3 days shy of, I'm 20 weeks on Monday, August, I think it's the 30th. And I said, and our other doctor had said that we can't do it early because they might not be able to see everything and just to wait till 21 weeks. But we really want to find out the gender. And she was like, this is like extenuating circumstances. And generally at 19 weeks and 4 or 5 days, you can see everything. Very rarely have I had anyone that's not been able to see everything. And if they can't see everything, like with the brain and the spine or the different things, they'll have you come back a few weeks later, which is completely fine, and then you'll be able to know the gender and tell your family. And just like that compassion and just like listening to me and like how this is our first baby, it's the first grandchild, like I would love to be able to tell my family in person if I get that opportunity. And for her to just like understand that, I didn't even have to say all of that, but for her to just understand it. And when I felt completely blown off, like the other doctor was like, no, absolutely not. You have to do it at 21 weeks. It was just so cut and dry. And this woman was just like, absolutely, like, let's do it. Like, I'm so excited for you. And I made the appointment and we get to find out the gender next Thursday on, that'll be the 26th, July 26th, and do the full anatomy ultrasound. And I'm just, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm just feeling literally so grateful. I couldn't express it. I can't express the gratitude that I feel for all the recommendations from friends, from family, from people who didn't even know me in Facebook groups, and just for people being so kind to really let us know how good different practices were and where they would recommend. And you will be like, I don't know, happy to know, but I'm not that interested in water birth, but using a tub for contractions because I want to do a natural birth and delivery if I can. She just talked a lot about water birth and about why it's used, which, you know, our previous doctor said, like, we don't do that, we don't offer it, we're not amphibians. That was her comment about it. And I think my husband didn't really understand like what that even meant or whatever, and she said it helps with contractions. So some people like to give birth in the pool because they want to stay in it, but some people want to help it to use it to ease contractions. And she talked about how the hospitals they deliver at are baby-friendly hospitals, which means a lot of things, but it's like a very long certification process, and that they have volunteer doulas. So even if we don't have like a formal doula, we can still have one. And she said, and every doula is committed to their couple. They aren't working or running around with multiple couples. They are with you the whole time of your labor, of your delivery. They are like there the whole time. And I'm blown away. I'm totally blown away. This woman was amazing. I had the best experience. This was the best start to my Thursday morning. I'm so happy. I'm feeling the most confident being pregnant that I have felt this whole time. She said I'm measuring perfect. The baby's heartbeat was so strong. She said everything looks amazing. My weight is not only normal, but like I could have already gained more weight and that would have been totally normal. And she said to literally not think about my weight again, to eat good foods. I told her that I was a personal trainer and a nutrition specialist, and she was like, so, you know, like, try to, you know, eat healthy foods and eat nutritious foods, and work out like you would normally, like, work out as part of being pregnant. She said, but do not think about your weight. And she took the time to look at me and say, how do you think you're going to feel when you might be 20 pounds heavier or 25 pounds heavier? And I said, honestly, I had never been concerned about my weight until my doctor made a big deal about it. And I said, I've always been fine with like growing a baby, and like it doesn't make me feel weird. Sure, the body changes are kind of crazy and you feel differently in your body, but I'm also very in tune with my body. And she really applauded me for knowing that I needed to eat meat and starting to eat meat again after being a vegan and vegetarian for so long, and just that's really important to listen to your body and give it what it needs. And I just felt like that space was very safe, very held for me, for my experience, for my body, for my pregnancy, for my baby, for my husband. I mean, I'd put a ring on it. That's what I told him. I asked him I didn't say anything when we walked out. It's getting hot in here, so I had to turn the air on. But I was like, how are you feeling? And he was like, really good. Really good. And I was like, I mean, if you weren't a big fan, I want to just like, I said, we don't have to be, you know, I don't have to like bully us and like force you into coming here. And he was like, no, I loved it. It was so good. And I said, yeah, I mean, I would put a ring on it. And he was like, I don't know if I'm that committed. And I was like, well, you only get one ring, baby. You already put it on it. I put a ring on it for this baby for sure. I could not possibly be more pleased with this experience. The nurse is amazing. The midwife was amazing. All the midwives, she said, are so good. She said there's not one that you could get that would deliver your baby that I'd be like, oh, I hope she doesn't get her. She said they're so amazing. All the midwives that take call. And here's the thing. She never said anything bad about our previous doctor. She never said anything bad about our previous practice. She never said anything bad about anybody. There was so much just kindness and understanding there without being judgmental of anyone. Because I also didn't, I already felt so negatively about the previous practice. And I didn't want to walk into a place that was like, oh, they're idiots, you know? You don't want somebody like that either. And so I can't believe just how much I feel like we've hit the jackpot right now. How lucky this baby is. This is just going to be such a caring, loving, well taken care of family, my family, and pregnancy. And I just, now, and I'm so glad that I decided to switch and said, like, this is enough. I don't have to go to this doctor. I'm finding one that I feel comfortable with, that makes me feel cared for, and that's compassionate and kind, and that, you know, wants the best for my family and wants to make us feel good about this and not make us feel like we're doing it wrong, which is a lot of how I felt. So I feel like I took the biggest deep breath ever. And she made jokes and she laughed and we were all laughing, and she just, oh, she's so gentle. Like, she has such a gentle, beautiful energy about her. It's just, yeah, it's emotional. It's emotional. I mean, I'm just so, could not be happier. So pleased. And I can't believe we get to find out the gender a week from today. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, she asked if I thought I knew what it was, and I told her yes, that I 100% think it's a girl. I'll be shocked if it's a boy. I was like, sometimes I accidentally call her she, so I'll have to be careful. She's like, yeah, what if there's a little penis in there? And that's one of the things I joke about is I'm like, Tim, what if there's a tiny penis growing inside me? And I always wanted to have a boy first, but then when you get pregnant, because I thought it would be fun to have an older brother growing up because I'm the oldest in my family, but then I also think it'd be really fun to have a girl first, and so I'm like, I don't care at all what we have, I just feel strongly that it's a girl, but it might be a boy, and that would be amazing. I know a lot of people that have felt that it's one way, and it's ended up being the total opposite way, so good. I mean, I think I could talk all day about her. I really could. I could talk all day about this appointment, about this woman, about this practice, and how freaking amazing it was. So I know I've already talked for so long. You guys are probably so bored and exhausted of this video. If you have specific questions about midwives, she walked us through, like, why is it different than an OB? If you have questions about all of that, I can do a whole, like, midwife OB video if you, and I can even take questions to her and ask her those questions next appointment, so I can do like a Q&A about it. But gosh, I couldn't possibly feel better. So I'm going to end this video here. I know this was just like us going to the appointment and like meeting the midwife, but I feel like because I did that whole video on why we switched doctors, and that was such like a big, you know, video to make, I wanted to do a video that was meeting this midwife, seeing what the practice was like, and updating you guys on where we were with that. Because picking your doctor, like who could deliver your baby, or, you know, the practice that's going to deliver your baby, and just the care that you're going to have during pregnancy is so important. And I don't think that I fully realized that until our 6-week appointment, when I felt so put off by our situation and knew I needed to switch. And I'm just really glad that I did that. So if you're out there and you're pregnant and you're feeling the same way, you don't have to stay with that kind of care. You can find somebody that's a better fit for you. And ultimately, like, the midwife even said, like, you want to feel comfortable, so like find a space. She's like, sometimes you get into with a doctor and they're, you know, really good and really highly recommended, and they're just not a good fit for you, like you don't feel comfortable, or you know, whatever it is, and you don't have to feel bad about that. Like, you need to find the care that's best for you. And she even had said, like, maybe it's not me, maybe it's a different midwife here or whatever. But no, like, oh my gosh, I just love her. I want to see other midwives too, because I think that'll be important to get to know other people in the practice. But it's going to be hard not to want to just see her because she's so great. But I really do want to see some other midwives too. So anyway, I'm going to end this here. I love you guys. Thank you for following along on my pregnancy journey. I'm excited for more updates to come for you, and I hope that you're having a really beautiful day. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.